I, Dr. Prabal Chakraborty, Associate Professor of Jagannath Institute of Management Sciences, presenting you a series of lecture subject business statistics, and the topic is sampling. It is for BBRM. We will discuss sampling and its types. First, we come to the introduction, some definitions, what exactly the definition of population, sampling, samples, etc. Population means the population is a group that studies the researchers. The sampling, the process of selecting the part of the population, sample, the selected part of the population, sample size is the number of people in the selected sample, sampling frame, the list of individual or people included in the sample, sampling technique, it refers the technique or procedure used to select the members of the here populations is a big one. It is given as populations, and the next is that the targeted population, which is represented by a sample, which is represent the whole populations. Now, stages of selection of sample. First, we will choose the populations. Thereafter, select the sampling frame. Determine the probability and non-probability sample method will be chosen. Plan to procedure selecting sampling unit. Determine the sampling size, and thereafter select the actual sampling units, and thereafter conduct the field work. Now, needs of sampling. Large population is conveniently be covered, used when the data is unlimited, it is lower cost, it less time consuming, and accuracy of results. Advantage are time, it is also time saving, economical accuracy, and cover the size of the populations. But there are certain disadvantages also. Biasness, need for specialized knowledge, selection of true representative sample. It's difficult to select the right representative sample, difficult in finding the sample, and sometimes it is too small and too heterogeneous is also another biggest problem. Sampling type, there are two types: probability sampling and non-probability sampling. A method of sampling that uses random selection so that all units and cases of the population have equal probability of being chosen. And non-probability sampling does not involve random selection, and methods are not based on the rational probability theory. Now, probability sampling. A sample that selects the subject is known as probability. Every unit of the population has equal chances of being selected as a sample unit. Population of samples are important when one wishes to generalize the large population because one knows the responses will fit the characteristics of the populations. Simple random sampling. It is one of the major uh, major probability sampling assures that each element of the population has equal chances of being selected. Selection is free from bias. Suppose your college has a 500 students and you need to conduct a short survey on the quality of the food served in the cafeteria. You decided a sample of 70 students would suffer should sufficient to for your purpose. In order to get the sample unit, assign the number 1 to 500 for each student and use the table randomly generated the numbers numbers will be this type of table is available in statistical tools. Systematic random sampling means there is a gap or interval between each selected unit in the sample. Selection of the unit based on the interval k starting from determined point to where the k is equal to total number of items divided by n. Steps are number of units of your frame from 1 to n should be designed, determine the point and random start, and afterward even kth must be must be drawn until the total samples has been drawn. Example, uh, if it is 500 samples are there, we have to take 50 samples, means we divide 500 divided by 50, means every 10th item we will take as a populations. Next is that case stratified for population random sampling. A population is divided into a homogeneous and mutually exclusive subgroups called strata as samples selected from each strata. Goes to guarantee that all groups of populations are adequately represented within a strata. Unfortunately, homogeneous between strata, difference heterogeneous, can be stratified by any variable that is available, like gender, male, female, graduates, undergraduate, and postgraduate in the case of education levels. Next is that cluster sampling. To reduce the cost of sampling population scattered over the large geographical area to gather the data quickly and cheaply. It helps in winding up our respondents who have come from all over the area. Dividend of the population into the group of clusters, and within the cluster differences are heterogeneous, between the cluster uniformly homogeneous, and selected cluster a random, all units within the selected clusters are included in the non-probability samples. Non-probability sampling is a sampling technique where the samples are gathered in a process that does not give all the individual population equal chance of being selected. Diagrammatically it has been mentioned. Types of non-probability sampling, that is called quota sampling. Quota sampling is a method of selected survey participated that is non-probability where probabilistics versions stratified among the samples. Convenience sampling. A convenience sample is simply one where the units are selected. One inclusion in the sample are the easiest to access. Purposive samples, it is also judgmental samples, reflect the group of sampling techniques that rely on the judgment of the researcher when it comes from selecting the unit that are studied. Next is that snowball sampling, means sampling which is particularly appropriate when the populations you are interested in is hidden and or hard to reach. This include populations such as drug addict, homeless people, individual with AIDS, HIV, prostitutes, and so forth. Next is that case self-selection sampling. Self-selection sampling is appropriate when we want to allow the unit cases where individual or organization to choose the take part of the research of their own accord. That's all about the sampling.